We're back. We are live. Hey, could you confirm that you can hear us, see us? Do you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. I think we need more energy.
Yeah.
So the YNS team is live from San Francisco. We are actually launching on Product Hunt today. And as of now, we are trending #1 today among the other products. So
let me maybe show that. Let me share the screen. I'm sharing the screen already?
Yes.
It seems okay. Yeah, so that's the, if we go to launches, we are #1.
Yep. It's amazing. So please upvote us if you haven't done so yet. So then please upvote us.
Yeah, so what do we have today?
Yeah, so I think well, apart from a whole product that was remade since our last launch, basically everything is new. But I think that the biggest news today is the AI integration, getting ready for agentic commerce, using AI to help you migrate your stores, create new stores, and manage your stores.
Yeah, so we have two things. The first one is migration, which is like getting people off the legacy platforms.
Yep.
Something new, for example, to our platform. And the second part is trying to align the development of your next store with what happens with AI right now, specifically for commerce. So for example, one example of that is that right now, every store that you create on our platform comes with MCP server, very basic one, but still it's interesting, I would say, a thing to explore.
Yeah, I think we believe that the AI native e-commerce is the future. So we are trying to bake in MCP and make the agents welcome to your next store.
So this MCP server has two operations. The first one is to allow searching for products in that store. And the second one is to add a specific product to the cart. So this is like a basic, let's say, maybe structure or basic flow, not complete yet because there's payment missing, but something that But
for now, you can search products and add them to cart, and then you get redirected to our cart to complete the payment. So I think this flow works pretty well. I think it's like 90% done. So this is amazing. I'm very excited to present that.
And the idea is not to do something super precise, super exact, because we don't really know how the future will look like, and we just try to observe, and as you said, do the minimum viable
AI
product or something like that. So let's maybe start with the migration part, because that's something which is very interesting.
Yeah, this is it stems from our clients that the migration is the biggest pain. It's even bigger pain than starting your store from ground up, because when you are migrating, you already have some systems in place, and which actually is not that big of a deal. The biggest deal is probably migrating the design itself, which was surprising to me. People expect the designs to be moved to a new platform. They expect it to be pixel perfect, which is often not possible, and definitely very hard to do. So we are trying to make it easier, and this is why we are introducing the new AI migrator that allows you to migrate from existing platforms to YNS.
Exactly, and we decided to take two paths, which we will be explaining in this short demo. And the idea is to have two ways of migrating or using our product, which complement each other. And so that's the title of our presentation, Commerce with Two Paths. And as you said, the initial idea for YNS was to convince people or to clone Shopify enough to convince them to migrate. But even if we achieved some part.
Yeah, in terms of feature parity, I think we're really close to that. This is amazing.
But it seems that e-commerce is more than that. It's more than just a storefront, right? It's as you said, merchants run 4 or 5 different systems when they sell something. So there's something for affiliation, something for fulfillment, something for accounting, for inventory. And for each of those cases, they have like every, let's say, area or every domain, like accounting or fulfillment, has their own different competing systems that you can use for that specific thing. So we learned the hard way that merchants use a lot of systems behind the scenes to run a storefront, a store online. And migrating is not only about migrating storefront. It's more than that. You have to migrate everything in a way, or just show how you can compensate for certain things, right?
Yeah.
But
I think I have this feeling that migrating all of those systems, the integrations, is actually the problem that's pretty much solved, because you have APIs, so you can just integrate with another API. This is not such a big deal. It just takes time, right?
Yeah, but right now it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And we need to find a way to reduce that. And migration, or like a storefront migration, is like a step on that path, let's say. So we already said that merchants are frustrated because WooCommerce or Shopify, it's super complex. It's not ideal. And there's this idea of plugin bloat, right?
Yeah.
So we have the base, and then if you want something extra, usually it's not in the platform, it's in the plugin, and those plugins are not compatible with another,
or abandoned,
or something doesn't match. For example, maybe your team or something like that. So it's complex. There's many systems behind the scenes. It's Shopify or WooCommerce or other that like connects that. And all those setups are usually very, very fragile. So it's like this approach that merchants are more interested in like selling, buying ads, doing all those activities that increase sales, and technology and like the setup is not that important. So it's usually a bit fragile, and this complicates migration as well.
Yeah.
So what's the solution? Let's maybe start with demo.
Yeah, that's
right away.
Demo.
And then we will discuss what we did and how we did it. So the promise here is to do a storefront migration, the visual part, in about 2 minutes. So let's see if it's possible.
I think it is.
So we have like 3 stores. The first one is Tentry. This is the actual store, a Shopify store. And let's take the URL. And we have this like a feature here called migration. And let's just run it.
So what's happening behind the scenes right now is that our AI agents are analyzing the website, and they're trying to redo it as closely as possible on YNS. So they analyze the website, they find matching components, and the more we grow, the better it will look. And when they find matching components, they basically implement them, fill the data, fill the settings.
So that's the first approach. It's like a JSON spec or JSON store, we call it. And as you said, the idea is that we created this higher level abstraction. So we're not creating JSX or React components. We are creating a JSON descriptions of those components inspired by what we seen or what we scraped from the website.
Yeah, and the advantage of that is that once it's done, and if it works, then you have a store that works. So everything is plugged in. You can complete payment. You can add to cart. Everything works. Everything. Each of the parts of YNS, they are already baked into that. So you can start using blog, or you can add shipping, or start doing taxes. You don't have to do anything else because everything just works.
Yeah, I think that's a crucial thing for our migration. And maybe let me repeat that. So we have this like a commerce core, we call it. We have those abstractions. We have those flows like adding to cart, payment, checkout. And whenever you're using our migration, once it's migrated, you can right away use those flows. So you can, if you have Stripe connected before migrating to like a blank store, you can perform a checkout.
Yeah.
So it's like a different than just doing it visually, migrating it visually, and then thinking how you could
integrating
with Stripe or any other thing. So with us, it's already like baked in. It's already there. I think it's taking maybe a bit more than 2 minutes. I'm not sure. I'm not tracking time, but it's almost done, I think.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, it's done. And let's see the results. So let me open that, and let's compare. So that's the migrated store. It's not ideal, and that's the. Can I show it side by side, maybe? Yeah, I can.
It won't be pretty, I guess, but
just. Yeah, so that's the one, the original one, the actual store, and that's the one we migrated. So if it's like a smaller, it's maybe not adjusted, the breakpoints and all that, but this is the actual store, and we have actual products. And now if I open, let me open the catalog, we have the products already there.
Yeah.
Which is like a big, I would say, advantage or maybe innovation.
Yeah.
Here.
So what you're trying to say, I guess, is that everything is interactive. It's not a static website that was just scraped and cloned. It actually works with our system, with our database, and all the add-ons, all the features that we have. It just works. So it copied the design, but everything is plugged in.
All the notions, exactly.
Yeah.
And now if I use this, let's maybe close this. Yeah, let's close this. Let's select the variant, so I can add to cart. I can go to payment.
But I think Stripe is not connected.
If it was connected, we could do a test checkout here.
Yeah, everything would just work out.
So yeah, let's try another one. So this is the I'm not sure how to pronounce this.
Hyatt, I guess.
Hyatt denim. And
yeah, it's a British brand of denim.
Let's do this.
Switch the store, so we don't override.
Yeah. So here we already did that in before. Let's redo it again. Let's see. So that's one. At the beginning, I said we have two paths. That's one path.
Mm-hmm.
This path is about creating JSON. It's like our JSON, our ontology.
Yes,
JSON,
our specification.
Our specification that we are refining with every migration we are doing with our clients. So the idea is that at the beginning it was very limited, and as we grow, as we see different websites and what components we can have, we extend that. So it's like a how it's called, top-bottom approach, right?
Top-down.
Top-down, sorry, yeah. Top-down approach.
What I really like about this website is that it's very visual, thanks to the video in the hero section.
So let's maybe look at this. Yeah, there is like a video in the background.
And then our products.
Yeah, and let's see.
And it's very, very early. So this is just like for testing purposes. It works most of the time. It doesn't do everything properly yet, but it's really close. And it's even as a starting point, if you just migrate and you see that some components are not matched perfectly, then you can just go and adjust them yourselves in the store builder, because actually everything we do here is editable in the. Maybe it was not clear enough, but it's editable. So every component that was used on this page, you can edit later on.
This was faster, I think.
Yeah.
So let me open that. So that's the generated website. So we have the slides.
Yeah, we have the videos. This is amazing.
And the videos, yeah, it's like that's the website, the actual website, and that's the. It looks pretty close, I would say.
Yeah, I think it's good enough.
It's good enough, yeah. We have the products, add to cart. I think I haven't connected. Oh no, it's connected.
Yeah, this one is connected.
This one is connected, so I'd have to I could like pay for that.
It would just work. Yeah.
We could do the payment process here.
Can we also show how it looks in the store builder?
Yeah, exactly. That's a very important part, as you mentioned, because we haven't like. So as I said, let's maybe review that once again. So the products are here. So we like extracted them and created the actual notion of a product in our system, and eventually we want to create everything like collections, categories, bundles, as you said, blog posts, etc. And now we have the store builder. So that's the hero we detected, and we can change that. We can add something here.
Yeah. So this is not a static JSX that you need to edit in VS Code or something like that. The upside of our JSON ontology is that it's those are components that are native to YNS, so you can edit them using the visual thingy that you can see right now. So the migration is really cool. So you can just go and adjust anything you need.
That's a very important part. And so that's one path. Let me go back to the presentation because I would like to go into details. So we already said a few things, but the first one is that we would like to limit the area surface of like being wrong for our users, for our merchants, because as we said at the beginning, they are super busy. They want to increase sales. They're like buying those ads, managing the inventory.
Yeah, the surprising thing is that apart from what you might think, most merchants do not care about the design that much. They care about sales and margins. So they want to increase sales and margins. They do not want to lose money on another, updating WooCommerce when it has some breaking changes that break all the plugins. Yep. So they just want to sell.
Exactly. But I think intuitively we can feel that. Yeah. Because sometimes there are websites and you buy from those websites, but they look ugly. Yeah. And they like unfinished, but it works, right?
But the flow is good.
Yeah. And the product is there. You buy the product, not but it could be better. And we were hoping that with our platform, we could like maybe help people to make those edges smoother, maybe.
Yeah, rather,
yeah. So yeah, that's our philosophy here. Fewer ways to be wrong. Yeah. So we want to reduce that, so merchants can focus on what's important for them, and at the same time, we provide those higher level abstractions. The what's product, what's collection, how to add to cart, how to pay. And everything is based on top of Stripe, so we don't have to worry about it being like secure because for example, because Stripe is already doing that for us. So we are building on top of that all those commerce notions, and we have this like those two paths. The first one on the right, the spec first path, which is like we call it guided blocks, is JSON specific, and the other one is freeform. And let's maybe dive into that. So with our approach, we started with a very limited example. We took hero section, and we said to ourselves, what's exactly a hero section? Hero section is something that has title, that has a description, and that has image, and sometimes maybe more. But let's assume that that's the definition. Like by assembling those attributes together, we have a hero section. And then we can place those elements on in different ways, but the data is still the same. It's title, description, and image most of the times. So we started modeling this like that. So we created this like a schema, JSON schema for hero section, and we started adding more, and we started extending, for example, hero sections with other attributes. And this way we're going from like a very specific thing,
from the top
to the bottom, and extending the possibilities of the system. And we are not there yet at the bottom. We are maybe not in the middle, but still there's a lot to do.
Yeah, but as we go with other stores, the more stores we do, the more components we see that they are needed, so we can implement them, and then the AI learns about them, so AI can also use them. This is fantastic.
And what's also important here is that the biggest problems are already solved, right?
Yes.
It's not like a refinement. It's only about adding new attributes, extending this like a specification. And as we extend this, we see that we can match the actual I think we can reach, maybe not pixel perfect, but we can reach like a very far how this approach, this right side approach, can represent websites like stores. But we also have another approach which we are doing in parallel, and we call it freeform. And freeform is this approach that agencies use. We not only collaborate with merchants, actual people that have stores, but sometimes we have agencies, which are creating online stores for their clients, and those agencies usually have their own stacks or their own ways of doing things. And we exclusively focus on Next.js because it's like a super popular and it's like modern Ruby on Rails, I would say. So there's like a lot of conventions around it. There's a lot of like a library built around it. And with this approach, you start with a lot of variables.
Yeah, wide range of possibilities.
Exactly, because you can have different components, right? You can have, you can generate with this approach. You can like connect it with your favorite LLM, and you can generate something. And the question is, how you connect that to our commerce notions, so that you have the same, let's say, experience as with this spec first approach. And what we did here is that we created a commerce SDK, and we have an API. And with this commerce SDK, we provide those agencies or those people who are maybe more technical with those, how to call them, notions again, maybe. Primitives, yeah, exactly. Safe commerce primitives that we can use to represent those flows. And as we start with a lot of choices, so we create different components the way we want them. We don't have any constraints here. By adding those operations, by composing the operations we expose through our SDK, we start to reducing how the application is built. And this way, it's not only like generating pixel perfect website using LLM without the flows behind it, like underneath. By adding the SDK, we can achieve the same thing. We can achieve like an actual store where browsing products, adding to cart, and paying is working as expected. So these are like complementary. You can use one or another, and maybe in the future we will try to merge them. Yeah. But right now it's not possible.
But what I also wanted to mention or stress is that in the freeform, the AI is also the first-class citizen, because we're going to focus on people not writing the code themselves. We're going to focus on people generating as much code as possible, and for AIs and AI models to understand our commerce SDK. So this is the work that we're actually doing right now, is trying to teach the models about our SDK. And we are also making it as simple as possible, so there are less room for mistakes. And thanks to that, the AI can generate working stores that are pixel perfect, and anyone who can code just a little bit can do that.
And you said that it's about generating those stores, but sometimes what we learned working with these agencies is that chatbot is not ideal interface for everything.
Yeah, of course.
It's great at the beginning when you go from 0 to 1, when you go from idea to a draft, like a first version, and this way you can like quickly have something working. But then it's about refining that, right? How do you refine it so that the LLM or AI doesn't go in circles, or you have this impression that you're still progressing, that you're improving it, or like extending the project.
There's this chatbot fatigue, right? When you're refining something over and over again using a chatbot, you get tired, and the chatbot also gets tired.
So it gets tired. It's about the context, right? Because there was like maybe too much context, or we're not sure which things are relevant. So we wanted to like address that as well with our platform. And there was this article in Hacker News about someone talking about comparing and contrasting chatbot interface with heads-up display. Now, heads-up display, let's imagine you are a pilot and you are flying an airplane, and there's like a lot of instruments. And if you had to communicate with all those instruments using chatbot, it would be very difficult, right?
Inefficient, at least.
So the idea is about heads-up displays is that it's like instant information. is that something that gives you instant information, and you can instantly change something, like maybe color of a button or something like that. And we are still figuring it out. We don't have answers yet. But with our system, when you generate either using freeform or using the spec-first approach, you can go to the store builder, or you can have like those informations about what's missing and what's wrong, and we want to extend that. So this way you could like be more efficient.
You can tinker and adjust without using the chatbot anymore.
And yeah, as we said, the idea is to go with both of those approaches. We can go very far. The fundamentals are there, and now it's about refinement. And what's really important here is that it's not only about converting HTML or like the website. It's about hooking everything together, like visual part, the data that's in the store, like products, collections, and all the flows that are related to commerce. So that the add to cart works, so that checkout works and payment works, etc. So that's our goal, the parity. And we call it omakase commerce. So this concept was, I would say, invented or introduced by David Heinemeier Hansen, Ruby on Rails creator. And he said that Rails is omakase. And the idea is that omakase is this like a type of restaurant in Japan where you go, and instead of ordering something from the menu, from the cart, the chef gives you something that he or she thinks is the best for you. Because, for example, they have the specific type of fish right now available, and they think that's the best for you. So you cannot choose, or your choices are limited, but still you trust the expertise. And we want to do the same. So we want to help merchants and people be more efficient, because as we talk with many of them, we think that we have this expertise that we can help you to be more efficient. So that's the idea. That's omakase commerce.
That's actually the common pattern, that the merchants come to us with an idea that doesn't really make sense. It's not substantial. They just heard about something, but they don't really know what they're talking about. So we need to advise them as well as implement the platform for them. So yeah, the idea is to give people what we think is the best for them.
And as a result, this way you can be more efficient. You can do things faster. So I think that's all for the presentation.
Yep.
Maybe there are some questions.
Not yet. But if you have any questions, please remember to upvote us on Product Hunt, by the way. If you have any questions, this is the time. If you do not, then
I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for your attention, and see you on our next Product Hunt launch.
See ya.
Bye-bye.